Hey gang, it's Matt the Old Florida Boy back with you from the Oak Camp, and today I got a surprise for you. Last year I got a whole U.S. military pup tent with the stakes and the poles and both halves and everything, and it's particularly awesome. I see a lot of people try to set it up like you know, a little pup tent you had when you were kids, and while you can set it up like that, you know, you're gonna have a problem when you put the poles under, and you know they're gonna fall down, and when you get it all set up it's not gonna be tight. You're gonna have to go adjust the stakes. Today I'm gonna show you the quickest, easiest way to set up the U.S. military pup tent, complete, both halves, the correct way so it's nice and tight the first time. So let's get into it. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. The first thing you got to do is you got to lay both sides out so they're nice and flat and snap together along the midline. Now, what you want to do is you want to stake out one side. Doesn't really matter which side. Now I'm going to stake out this side. Now you want to take one section of the tent pole and you want to pull the side that's not staked toward the side that's staked, keeping it all tight. So put it through the grommets. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Now, straighten it out. Now you should have something that looks like this. One side is draped over the other side and it just overlaps the width of one tent pole. Now you can stake out your other side. Okay, once you have both sides staked out and one section of overlap in the center, you want to drop one peg in the middle, roughly centered on the ends. And you want to make it so it lines up with this V. Okay? Now this peg may need a little bit of adjustment, but that's okay. Put it there right now. Go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, now you're ready to stand it up. Just retrieve your section of pole. Put it under there and stand it up. Do the same thing on the other side. Now let's stand up this side. Like I said, the end ones may need a little bit of adjustment. Okay, now is the time you want to make the decision on which side you want your door to be on. I'm going to make my door on the other side, so we're going to snap this rope, this guy line, in the middle of these snaps. So we're going to go just like this, right down the line. And these snaps match up. These are two wildly varying years of tent paths. One's a 66 and one's an 04. Now, here's our back half. let's go to the front. Now we're at the front. We have to make one of these flaps the door. This flap is the one that's on top, so we're going to make it the door. It really doesn't make any difference, so we're just going to kind of reorder our snaps. Well, you know what, we're going to make that side the door. Okay. This. We're going to make this our door flap. Now, when we need to get in and out of the tent, we just pull this flap off, put it over there, and you get a nice entrance into the tent. Okay, that's how you set up the U.S. military pup tent the first time, every time, the right way. Like I said, the only pegs that required some adjustment are the very two end pegs on each side. I had them about 3 inches too far out, but those are easy to adjust. If you look at her, she's nice and tight and smooth and ready for a camping trip. In subsequent videos, we're going to look at alternate pitches of the U.S. military pup tent, how to make it a Baker tent or a Whelen tent, how to use tarps, because remember it doesn't have a floor, and we're going to look at using the U.S. military bug net with it. So stay tuned for the rest of the videos in this series. And once again, this is Matt the Old Florida Boy, and I will see you on the trail.